I started off my career in cybersecurity in the most unconventional way. It started with curiosity. At a high school, I signed up for the military and somebody convinced me to become an analyst. Finding the needle in a haystack was where I found cybersecurity and the need to build a bridge between the cyber world, the spectrum of cybersecurity, and help connect that across the disciplines and domains. In that moment, I realized that my journey in cybersecurity didn't end there. There's a lot of work to be done back here at home. So quickly resigned, did some stuff at NASA, and today I'm founder of a company called Art Qubit. We have really talented people and we have some great technology today, and we have technology that's emerging. And if there's no return on investment for using a quantum computer, our system, our platform providing that decision intelligence should be honest enough to give you that answer. How do we help a high school student, for example, be quantum ready? And that what I'm talking about high school students who have their own GitHub repositories already, right? I came from a background of no engineering expertise to I developed I learned how to write code. I learned how to work with software developers. And again, as an analyst, translating between technical domains to say, hey, here's an analytic that's going to solve XYZ problem. Even a high schooler can go onto our platform, scan their GitHub repository, and they can understand where they need to what cryptographic algorithms they need to update. Why do I have to spend 6 months figuring out how to program a circuit and then find the right capabilities to augment that workflow is how we're going to accelerate quantum computing adoption.
Absolutely. I think cybersecurity knowledge needs to start at the middle school level. It needs to be a fundamental skill. I teach my son cyber hygiene, from password protection to being careful to who you talk to, hey, this is how a threat actor might do something. If you're working in your own silo, you'll be creating a solution that might work in theory, but won't work in practicality. And either it'll cause too much business friction, or the users will find a way around it because you're just causing them too much headaches.
Getting into cybersecurity or having that foundational cybersecurity knowledge was one of the greatest gifts that I had because it forced cybersecurity is so fun in a sense where it literally forces you to think about, okay, what is the risk? Oh, but what is the threat? Some of the best, and you might agree with this, some of the best cybersecurity practitioners or philosophers in their spare time. I started off in the military, and my first taste in leadership in 3 years made E5 sergeant, which if anybody's listening to this and has been there, what I'm talking about energetically here, it's almost like a fantastic role to have because you really get to empower others underneath you. But then you're really put in situations where you have to practice situational leadership and be able to manage up and be that linchpin. Being a line manager, the best day ever was getting 4 people promoted. I love the science and I love transitioning science into operations, research to operations, and vice versa, taking operational insights back into research. Google it. If you don't know something, in the era of ChatGPT, OpenAI, people are now referring back to their tools and trying to figure out themselves. We're more connected than ever, but relationally disconnected.